What's going on, everybody? This is Backdraft, and we are at it again. It's September 13th at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we are ready to get to going with the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We have Jacobus in the chat. What's going on, J-Man? How we doing? How we doing? Just got your message regarding the modded server. We will get you whitelisted ASAP. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a few peeps. I think we got 6 total, including me, or 5 total right now. No, 6 total, including me and Drac, my server administrator. But yeah, it should be fun. We're gonna be starting that up 1 week from today. My Create Mod server will be starting up. Quick plug, of course, but you know how we do. So today, of course, and for Thursday as well, we're going to be doing some redstone during the streams. Symmetria is coming to an end. The final episode for Season 7 will go up this week, and that will be pretty much it for the Season 7 videos. It's been a lot of fun. Lots and lots and lots and lots of builds and time went into that server. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait for Season 8 to start, but in the meantime, we're going to be doing the Create Mod. And in these streams for today and Thursday, we're going to be doing redstone, as I said. So we're going to pop back over. We're still going to see if we can do anything with the AFK nether star farm using Dripstone. So the first thing we're going to do, let me pop over, is we're going to get on the creative server because hang on one sec. Why is my subscriber count so out of whack? Unless I literally gained 20 subscribers in the last 10 minutes. No, it's completely wrong. Hang on one second. Can I do like a refresh or something? Okay, will that refresh it? I don't know, it's super weird. I do not have 879 subscribers. I have 863. I don't know. This happened before too. Shut down, refresh cache of current page. Let's see. Why does it think I have 879 subscribers? Is YouTube behind? There's no way YouTube is behind. Is it? I don't know. Whatever. Well, I have 863 subscribers. I don't have 879, at least according to YouTube. I mean, I wish I had 879, but okay. Anyway, so first things first, we're gonna hop over to the Symmetry Creative server. We might, who's on? Oh, Bean's on. Okay. Actually, let's hop onto the live server real quick. There isn't really much I can do right now. But I think we'll just check out our shops. See if we've made any diamonds. Don't mind my skin right now. Those of you who watch the series probably, well, I don't even know if you saw my skin, so just forget about it. Turn this up. Okay, so we'll just check the shops real quick. Probably got to make sure people know that I'm not going to be on the server very much for the rest of the season. The server is going to be going on for quite a while longer, so long as 1.18 hasn't dropped. It's supposed to be a few months, so yeah. We'll see what happens. We're just going to check the shop real quick, and then we're probably going to pop off and head over to the creative server. Ooh. So we sold 9 totems and no emeralds. That's okay, that's okay. There we go. Alright, cool. Hop off. And we're gonna hop into this creative server. So at the end of last stream, I was messing around. Anybody on? No. I was messing around with the, ooh, what did he do here? With solid, with pointed dripstone, I guess, targeting. I don't really know exactly what he did, but he said he made some changes. So let's see what he said. Place dripstone under the gold block to activate. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Kill chamber. Nice. This is wild. So, and then punch it over there, punch it over there, and then it just falls down way down there and skewers whatever poor soul is here. So actually what I wanted to try to do is, this is really cool, but this contraption right here is what I think we're gonna try. But I think what we're gonna try is we're gonna try to shoot it up, and then when it's like it's gonna shoot up, and then when it's coming back down, I don't know exactly how we're gonna do this, but essentially if we can angle the dripstone at the wither, we might be able to get it to work. If we can't, if we end up giving up on this, I do have a backup plan for another farm that I wanted to make. So let's hop over to Symmetry Creative. Let's see. Yep. Oop. No, this is the wrong server. I should have switched my skin back, but that's okay. You guys all know what that skin is. All right. Rita is the new top dog. Okay, sounds good. That was the wrong server. It's this one that has the AFK Nether Star farm. And ooh, this was actually Boofty, if you end up watching. I'm messing around with a choker box loading system that loads a specific number of items, and the way that I thought we could potentially try and do it is if you have a hopper on the side with the number of items you want to filter out. These are all just kind of getting fed into here right now, but okay. Boop. Boop, yeah, it doesn't work right now. But essentially, like, if say you want to put 70 items into this chest here from this chest, the way that you would do it is you would have this hopper here with the specific number of items, like I said, so say it was 70, you would fill this up with the 70 items. Then you would unlock these hoppers, and once the 70 items have cleared out of this hopper, you would trigger the system to lock the hoppers again, and in theory, you should have 70 items in this chest here. If that made 0 sense, I'm sorry. But anyway, that's what I was messing around with. If we can get that to work, that's actually pretty revolutionary, because I've never been able to do that before, i.e. allow just a specific number of items through a system. without using like, I mean, if it's like 4 or 5 items or whatever, like that's a little easier. But if you're talking like 70 items, like if you're trying to get that specific, it's a lot more difficult. Okay, so I really don't know if this is possible or not. We would have to kind of angle the dripstone at the wither. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to do too was do a world download for my 117 obsidian farm. That is another thing I need to do. But let's spawn a wither real quick. And I wanted to just see... is this busted again? Oh yeah, I need the... It kept getting busted last time. Okay. Is this busted over here too? This should be good. Okay. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit late. Oh yeah, no problem, Drake. What's going on, my friend? Messing around with this wither, dripstone wither farm again. Don't know what we'll be able to do here, but I think what I want to try to do is I want to see where the hitbox of the wither is, because if we could angle the dripstone at the wither from the side here and hit it with the dripstone like that, then, you know, that would work just fine, and then we wouldn't have to worry about removing all this bedrock and blah 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 blah. So actually I'm going to put that bedrock back so that we know the wither can't escape. 2, 3, 4, and maybe one day we'll put the portal back too. Okay, so let's spawn a wither. I want to see how big is hitbox is still on. Dude, you need to make it bust proof. Not sure what you mean by that. What do you mean by bust proof? Okay, there we go. Okay, so if the hitbox comes all the way down here, so if I, well, obviously I can't hit it right now because it's spawning, but so if I punch right here, pretty sure I can hit it. Yeah, you literally hit it. So if we can angle the dripstone at the wither like that, at just the right angle, literally we pretty much just have to hit that block right there. So if we could somehow angle that, then we can potentially make this work. Really have no idea if we're going to be able to. So yeah, you keep busting the redstone. Yeah, as long as I'm not messing with it, it's pretty bust proof, honestly. Let me turn the sounds down. Yeah, if I'm not touching anything over here and if all I'm doing is placing the soul sand, then it should be okay. By the way, rawr. I forgot to switch my skin back. Okay, so if we can hit that pointed dripstone at the wither from this angle, and bammo schmammo, we have a farm. I just have no idea, because I'm pretty sure bringing it down, hang on, let me switch back to peaceful and we'll go back to symmetry creative real quick, because I wanted to see what our contraption was again. Symmetry creative. Yeah, this bad boy is kind of what we were going to be looking for. So it's literally you just drop the dripstone, and I think there's, yeah, so string and then one block. Okay, let me just turn hitboxes off here. Yeah, so I think we can technically do this. I mean, I don't know how much damage it's going to do. I mean, it's enough damage to kill a cow. So, let me see if it's enough damage to kill me. I don't know where Solid's survival button is. It's over here somewhere. Is this it? Okay. No idea. Phono told me about a game and I'm absolutely addicted. What game? I want to know. Okay, so I'm just gonna spawn a cow real quick. But yeah, I mean, bringing it down like that, like it still has all of its momentum. I mean, like that, seriously, like I have a feeling we can do this. We might have to build some sort of contraption where it shoots it up first. Kind of like this over here. Like Solid's little thing that he did over here. That shoots it up first. Which is fine. I mean, the whole thing he did over here is just dope. Oh, he had some, what was that, an iron golem in there? Alright, yeah, this isn't super complicated. Looks like he just has a 1-tick into another observer. Okay, let's see what we can do. Symmetry of creative. No, I keep going into the wrong server. Okay. So essentially we just needed to hit this block. And I think it's iffy. I mean, worst comes to worst, you could always remove this piece of bedrock. But I don't know. I mean, it's kind of got to shoot in there. Let's just mess around real quick. Let's just mess around. It's called Vowez. For mobile and Switch, it's a rhythm game. I used to grind a game called Piano Tiles 2 before it was removed from the Play Store. Fred went another malware. I mentioned it to him and he told me about Vowez, a game he plays. Oh, okay. Rhythm game. So, sorry, see, my window was open. So is it like Guitar Hero? Observer, redstone, sticky piston, slime. Okay, I have no idea, no clue whatsoever where this is gonna hit. We might have to rebuild it a few times, but we'll see what happens. Let's put him here to start with. Obviously we can't have that or that. And I think the observer was here with a string in front of it. And then that leads into... No, it was like this. Yeah, I actually think... I'm on my second day of playing it and I feel like I'm doing all right. Nice. Okay. Kind of, but the songs are different genres and it's more based on touchscreens and looks awesome. Oh, cool. Okay, so we had a repeater here. This was the timing on it. Okay, this obviously needs to go. Okay, so then the idea was... Let's just go a little higher. So if you put Dripstone here, let's see what happens here. Is it too low? Does it need to be one block higher? Let's check again. You might enjoy it, I don't know. It's free on Android, iOS, but it's not hip hop. It's more Otacore hardstyle, D&B, and other similar genres. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind. You know, I'm a lover of all kinds of music. Why does his work and mine doesn't? Is it based on how fast it's falling? Odd. Is it just falling too fast? Because it's the same design, right? Let's move it up a little bit and see what happens. I don't know exactly where he put his, but... Okay, so before I sent him a song, I listened to regularly at Hey, Sal, what's going on? So we're messing around with this now, seeing if we can shoot the dripstone into here to hit the wither. Dubstep 2, you'll probably be more familiar with that. I am familiar with dubstep, yes. So I think we need to move it down, obviously. I think we'll put it here to start, maybe, and then we'll kind of adjust it as we go. Okay. Okay. And then how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the observer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the observer. Okay. Did you see what I did in the creative server? I did, and it was pretty freaking amazing. Yeah, that was wild. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Okay, it shoots it down here, but I don't think... Yeah, that won't hit the wither. Maybe if I get a little closer, then you see. So let's just copy this bad boy. Oh, let's do this. I love that it's tileable. Oh, kind of. Let's get like 1, 2. Let's go like here, see what happens. See where that hits. Okay, I think that hit the bedrock. So let's remove this piece of bedrock. I mean, obviously you'll need that in survival, but you could totally remove it. Oop. I don't know where that hit. I mean, I guess if we put a cow here, which, can you put a cow in? And it dies, then we'll know that I think we're okay then. And it moved. Come here. I forgot how to spawn an entity and not make it move. Hey, Backdraft, do you have Spotify Premium? I do. I do have Spotify Premium. I think we need to move it back again. So let's try going back 1 block and see what happens here. Okay. Paste. String is so silly. I don't know. I think it doesn't look like we'd be able to, because I think we're pretty close. If this wasn't here, we totally could do it. So if you could find a spot with like a 3x3 where you could trap a wither, yeah, I probably could do it then. Well, let's see what happens here though. So let's go back to hard and we'll spawn another one. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, I don't think, because you can see the hitbox, and we'll know if it hits it, obviously, but no, it's not hitting. Now, I think, like I said, if this was gone, you probably could. I'm just curious how much damage it would actually do. If I invite you to a listening session, you mute desktop audio and listen to a song listen to often. I want to see your reaction and test your lover of all music's claim. I've given up on trying to make people love my genres. Instead, I try to make people hate them instead. Nice. I think it's hitting the top of the fence. The fences are there to hold the mine carts in place properly. I mean, I guess we could do that. Let's see what happens there. No, that still doesn't hit it. I think it's actually hitting. It's kind of hard to see what it's hitting. Is it hitting this piece of bedrock? Let's try getting rid of that. No, I don't think it's... Hang on. Let me move it up a little bit and see what happens. Let's see... Will this hit it? Ooh, I think that hit it. Now the only problem is, are we picking up any down here? We are. Okay, I would ideally like it to pick up everything. So I guess we could have hopper mine carts logged in those blocks. So it also seems like if you go higher, it won't work. It won't shoot it. Yeah, it's going too fast now. So you probably need to raise that up. But essentially, I think if you could find a place to trap the wither that's a 3x3, you could totally do this. Let's experiment with it a little bit more. I'm gonna move. So we know that right here it's gonna hit the wither. Let me move this observer up a little bit. Hang on one sec, Drac. Oop. So we need to go here. Here and that should do it. Let's see what that does. No. We still think we need to go higher. Well, it should work. I think that redstone should work, right? Yeah. Let's try one more. Okay, do I have the string? I do not. Alright. It's traveling too fast. What if we added one more slime block? Would that hit it? Let's see. Okay, that hit it, but I don't think that that would hit the wither. Then. At least I don't know. No, I don't think that would hit the wither. I mean, maybe if we pulled it up one more, pulled the whole contraption up by a block, maybe. Yeah, why don't we do that real quick? Okay, let's see what happens here now. What did I... Oh, this string. For some reason, this string doesn't get copied. Oh, it's because I didn't copy it. What happens here now? Okay, that gets shot out. Let's try another wither and see how much damage that does. That didn't even hit it. No, I think, does it need to be closer now? Sorry, missing chat. It's just hitting the floor. Oh no, you already said that, sorry. Okay. Don't know. Ooh, that hit it, I think. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was dope. Let me try again. I want to see where the dripstone is falling, if it's falling in a consistent place. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Ooh, that's not good. Because I should be able to spam it. This might need to be slowed down. Oh no, that's not it. So we can't see the boss bar, by the way. Yeah, sorry. The hype really dies down when you have to correct yourself. This is all very weird. Now, where did that land? Oh, that must have got sucked up by the hopper. Yeah. This I probably should turn off. So ideally it would land on one of these 9 blocks. And I mean, like I said, we could just have the hopper mine carts on all of them. Yeah. I need this to just be a quick 1 pulse. It needs to not be... oh, that's the problem. Hang on. It shouldn't... Yeah, it shouldn't have been doing what it was doing. It should just be a quick boom. But no. Maybe that. Will that do it? Boom. No, why are you still doing that? No, poop. Maybe get rid of that? I don't think that'll do anything, but we'll see. That one didn't even do it. Like, or did it and it just didn't show it. Hi. Jinx, hi, how are ya? Thanks for joining. Let me turn off hitboxes. Okay. Well, there's a few other things we could try. The other thing was the nether roof. I was messing around with that. The only thing was the wither would occasionally move, which is not good. So I don't know. One more tick on that repeater, I think. You sure? No. Yeah, this is all screwed up right now. I mean, if we're gonna spam, the problem is spamming the dripstone. I think it was this is what the original design was. So this will work, but then if you spam the dripstone, the second piece will just hit the top of the slime. So you'd have to do it like 1, wait, 1, wait. Yeah, it would have to be like in that, like that fast. If we're not just dropping it on the wither's head. I mean, let me show you guys what Solid did, because this would potentially work, but we would have to rely on the wither staying still. I mean, we might be able to figure something out. So, hang on one second. Okay, so this is what Solid ended up doing. Your whole... Oh, hey, what's up? So, boom, boom, boom to get the dripstone as high as possible. And then it kind of glitches out there a little bit, but essentially the idea is it falls... Whoa, you changed it. it would then fall there from a specific height, so you could technically be on the ground placing the dripstone, get it up to a specific height, and then drop it onto the wither's head. So you could potentially be feeding, but then the problem is, how do you get the wither to stand still? So I'm gonna go back to my server. We're gonna go to the nether real quick. I don't know, I'm probably tired. And Drac, I think you can send that over to me. I don't know if we'll watch it during the stream, but yeah. It's all good. I'll listen to it at some point. Same here, mate. Shouldn't be awake probably. Yeah, you guys are all that specific time zone. So the wither will stand still if it doesn't see anything to target, which on the nether roof there shouldn't, as long as there's no spawnable blocks, because you could have bats. It won't target undead mobs. So I just don't know though, like so like if I switch to spectator real quick, you'll see. So I'll spawn a wither and then I'll switch to spectator. So it'll spawn and then it'll stand still, but for some reason it like homes in on things somehow. Like, see? Like, what? It just kind of moves. It's like, well, where are you going? There's nothing there. So it just kind of moves back and forth. So it's just randomly shooting, like it. Yeah, see, now it's standing still. But I don't know, like there was something that they did on Hermitcraft that made it so that the wither wouldn't move for a particular amount of time. I don't know though. I think it was in, I know I think it was Impulse's video I watched, but I cannot remember. Hi, hello creator, how you doing, my friend? I mean, I don't know how high. I mean, will the wither move if if the player isn't close to it? I mean, I don't know, like, I mean, the wither doesn't despawn. I don't know, it's just crazy. What if I built like a cage? No. I don't know. I mean, Solid's contraption would work if we could drop the dripstone onto the wither's head. But like I said, the wither, it's got to stand still. Otherwise, it just won't work. So, I don't know. It didn't work. A wild solid. You know what? I think I might abandon this idea for now, because there is another farm I wanted to do. 'Cause you know me, I love farming. I love redstone. This is a partially destroyed Myers house. Don't worry, I have a backup of it. Yeah. Hello. I love this house. The damage doesn't stick when you change the direction of the falling dripstone. Yeah, it's kind of weird that you can move it, but like the physics of it and the determining factors for whether or not it does damage, it's kind of odd. I don't know. Anyway, what I did want to try is excuse me, is I'm gonna take this bad boy, which is my wood farm, and I'm going to change it into a rooted dirt farm / oak farm. So technically it'll harvest rooted dirt and wood. So it'll use TNT. But Solid is summoning me back to the creative world. So what do you mean, my good friend? Where are you? Here you are. Yes. All right, what do we got? So if the direction changes, it won't do damage. Oh, no, I don't think that has to do with the direction. I think it's because it's no longer falling down. I think in order for it to do damage, it has to be falling at a particular speed. So the faster it's falling, the more damage it'll do. So if you shoot it into this water stream, you're losing all of the fall damage, kind of, sort of. It's almost like you know, like if a player falls from a particular height, the higher they fall from, the more damage they're gonna take. So if the dripstone's only falling technically from like this block, it seems like at least as far as I can tell. So when you get to this point, when it hits the water and shoots back up, it's lost all of its like downward momentum, I guess. Only brief, but I have to head. Sleep. Have a great stream, Backdraft. Thanks, Jinx. Thanks for tuning in. See you again. Have a good rest. Imagine a dripstone shotgun. Oh god. Oh look, dripstone. Yeah. So if you shoot it, if you shoot it upwards, you'll lose the damage as well. Yeah, because I think it's probably. I'm willing to bet that it's coded so that the damage will increase as it falls. So if it's not falling at a particular speed or from a particular height, it won't do any damage. So if it's not falling, the damage is negated. These guys will all die. Well, actually, I don't know if... Yeah, they'll all die. Yeah, because it fell from a particular... It technically fell from up here and landed on him from that high up. That's where your damage is. If you place an 8 long stalactite and drop that on the wither, that's interesting. I don't know. Rather than 8 individual ones. Let's see. I think we'll try that. Sorry, I got something in my throat. I think I'll try that out real quick. And if that proves fruitless, I mean, I just kind of want to see what happens, but I think we'll move on to the rooted dirt farm. The trick is keeping the wither in place. Yeah, I mean, what I was doing before was if you break the central bedrock, over here, if you break the bedrock, then the top of the wither's head pops out and you can drop the dripstone on the wither's head. So that's what I was originally doing, but then you lose the dripstone, which is fine if you lose, you know, you can always farm more dripstone, but I don't know. Okay. So let's go up really high. I guess we'll just go to this bad boy. And where's the top of the wither's head? So you can see it there. I think it's, if I turn this on, what do we get? It's that right there. So let me just do this, and then we'll do 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What does that do to the wither? That didn't hit it. Okay, let me trace this upwards. There, that's the top of the wither's head. Oh, it's right there. Okay. So it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That. That does just as much as one signal stalactite. So that's interesting to know. So it doesn't matter. The size of the stalactite does not matter. I mean, it's definitely something to mull over. So it seems like it would be possible. Then you're just losing. Then you're losing the dripstone, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter. But so we could use your shooter ping ponger thingy to shoot the stalactites up really high and drop them on the wither's head so that you can stay down below. But you know, why is it lost? Because you, if you're dropping it on the wither's head from, from that high, then the stalactite just falls, hits the top of the bedrock, and then it'll sit there and despawn. Ooh. Okay. So I wanted to mess around with a rooted dirt farm next. Can you farm dripstone? You can. Okay. So this is, so you need an azalea. So this is rooted dirt. Collect it with water or a hopper minecart track. The wither would break all that. Like I just don't think you can do it. Plus there'd be end portal there too if you're talking about survival. Collect it after the wither dies. I mean, you could, but you know, the end portal's there. I mean, definitely just gotta mess around with it more. I don't know if doing it in the end is the best idea. Flush the platform with water. I guess we'll just have to mess around with it some more. Still a lot to do, but that won't be AFKing. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I wanted to try to make it AFK if possible. Okay, so stone. So the idea behind an azalea tree, or you know, flowering azalea, or whatever it's called, is that, let me see, dispensers. I just don't see how it would work there, because like I said, the dripstone is on top of the bedrock where the end portal is supposed to be. So if you put water through there, I don't think anything's gonna happen. The water would just flow down and that would be that. What just happened? I don't know. I want to mess around with the rooted dirt now. So the idea here is, so if you have stone, and sorry if my voice is very scratchy today. I was yelling and screaming at the Bills game all day yesterday. So, wait, you can't put this on stone? Since when? Why not? Why aren't you removing it most of it anyway? Well, no, I mean, you need to keep a good amount of it in there to hold the wither in place, but I don't know. How'd that go, by the way? Oh, it was awful. It was awful. Absolutely awful. Actually, I think that's what it was. So the idea behind this farm is if you can create a stone generator, that feeds over here. So probably from like one of these directions, and just have it feed the stone in, and then have that stone be converted into moss. So then the last stone would be converted into a moss. You would plant the azalea on top. The azalea would get bone mealed. The moss would convert into rooted dirt. And then you would have a series of dispensers that push it out of the way. This is a tough one. Oh, score line? What does that mean? Score line. I think you can move rooted dirt with pistons. I mean, if not, you could always just collect it like this. So you'd have like a row of pistons here. What was the score? Oh, okay. It was 23 to 16. The Bills lost. It was rather depressing. So, I mean, in this farm, technically, actually, you do need to get at least this piece of wood out of the way. So the idea was just to feed it all into a TNT dispenser. Not too bad, I don't think. Well, see, the thing is with American football is usually a loss. It's like, it depends on a lot of different things. I mean, I know probably rugby's similar, but in this case, like, everybody's going nuts about like what went wrong in this game because the Bills were totally expected to win and they didn't. How do you change stone to dirt? It's rooted dirt. So what's gonna happen here is, so essentially you would have like a moss block here. I'm just trying to think like how this would work. Let me get rid of these azaleas here. So you'd have like a moss block here. Then you'd have stone fed into it from like, or even like a moss, even have the moss block like there. So then you could have obsidian here and then feed stone in from a generator that's over this way. So then when the stone hits right here, it would be converted into moss. Actually, no, you can't do that. Sorry. Maybe have the moss block like here. So then when you bone meal this moss block, this turns into moss. Essentially, this turns into moss. And then when it's turned into moss, you put the azalea on it and you bone meal the azalea. And then the moss turns into rooted dirt. So using that mechanic, I wanted to see if I could design a rooted dirt farm, an AFK rooted dirt farm. So, I mean, you know, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool idea, if I do say so myself. I saw Cub Fan doing it. He was doing it. It wasn't an AFK farm. He was manually placing the stone and then manually placing the azalea. So I wanted to see if I could do this completely AFK. You know what I'm saying? Lots of fun, lots of fun. Okay. So first things first. Worst comes to worst, my peoples come first. So, see, this is where it gets funky. So, dispenser, observer. So the first thing I want to try to do is set up set up the stone dispenser. Stone generator. Or wait a second, hang on. So, it happens. It is certainly the same for rugby too. Teams have their strengths, weaknesses. They adapt and can depend on discipline, attack, strength, maintain momentum, defensive strength. Yeah, lots and lots. So then you need 2 converters. The Saints play this weekend, and based off how things went last year, it could go one of 2 ways. The Saints, is that a rugby team? Or are you talking about? You're not talking about the New Orleans Saints, are you? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just putting this into place for now, just to. So then, when the stone gets here, this dispenser will fire off. So when the stone gets here, it'll moss it. So then we'll feed it in from over here. So then when, oh, we gotta obviously do that. So the next thing would be to power the piston. I think that should do it. Yeah, I mean, even though they'll virtually happen at the same time, yeah, it still does it. So, and we'll also need to shoot off this piston too. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing what happens here. So, no. I probably want to build all these blocks up with something that's not gonna be converted to moss to like cobble. No, Northampton Saints, the team I support. It's probably not a good idea making the redstone out of stone. Yeah, I just discovered that. I'll probably stick with cobble. This one's a little bit more feasible than the wither one. The wither one was really tough. This one I don't doubt we would be able to do. Just kind of got to figure everything out. So we need to somehow just power this piston. It's kind of odd. So essentially we'll feed the stone in. It'll get it will get converted to moss. We put the azalea down, and they'll probably have like a dispenser like here or something that will bone meal it. Oh, that needs to not be there. Okay. And then we'll push it, and we'll have the rooted dirt. We'll feed it into a TNT duplicator, and bam, farm. Okay, so that would get moved. I mean, the stone farm, that's the other problem too is, trying to think here. So we'll do a stair block. This is kind of how I'm picturing this. Just kind of setting this up here. Okay, water. Pushed it onto... Or this needs to be a piston, actually. Then we need lava. I'm just kind of, you know, putting something together super quick right here. No, not water. Lava. Oh. There. So this is where our stone farm will be, essentially. And then that'll be pushing it in. Whoops. Wow. I hit F11 by accident. So then this piston will be pushing it in. What? Oh, it needs to convert it. Then there we go. Convert it. There we go. That gets split. The other thing too is we need to make sure that this gets moved too. So I don't know how we're going to do that. Essentially, I mean, if this is the only thing that gets powered, why do both of them fire off? Oh, QC. Stupid QC. So we might need to put another piston somewhere. Maybe like here? Maybe? I mean, I don't see why not. We'll just kind of feed it over here. And let's see what happens here. Oh, we need to wait. We need to add delay. Repeater. The other thing is too, is it always going to convert into moss? I mean, if not, it's fine, but if not, we need to make sure it somehow fires off again. See, sometimes cobble gets in there and it's so annoying. See, why isn't it converting it now? Is that why? Is this out of bone meal? What? Oh, I know. We need more delay. So that needs to fire off. Then we need delay. I don't know how much delay, but to ensure that it'll actually work. Yeah, looks like it's probably more delay. So I'm pretty sure this will always get converted into moss. At least it should. And then we'll probably put a hopper minecart under there to collect up all the crap. Let's see. That didn't do cobble again, did it? No. Okay. All right. So that's now the problem is doing this part. So well, I guess that's not a problem. I mean, it should be fine. So then bam. So I guess the player could stand like here-ish. So then that would come in, it would get mossed. You'd plant the azalea. Or we could make this player maybe stand like here. So the player would plant the azalea, it would get bone mealed maybe from like here. Sorry if I'm not checking chat. Oh, you guys aren't very talkative right meow anyway. so we'll just load this up with bone meal for now and just attach a clock to it. Oh, we can't do that. It needs to be clear above. Poop. So then the question is, how do we bone meal the azalea? Okay. Ooh, that's not good. We don't want that happening. Actually, that might not be the worst thing. Hang on. Okay, so if we put a dispenser here, and then I guess we'll just put the clock over here, make it easy. So we'll do sticky piston, leather, stone. Load it up with bone meal. There. So it's not going to push the wood because it can't move the dispenser. So this will come in, boom, it gets mossed. The azalea tree gets placed down by the player. It gets bone mealed, it grows up. And bada bing, bada boom. So technically that can all stay there. That doesn't need to, you know. So then we need to activate the, whoa, uh-oh. Oh, is this getting QC'd? It is, isn't it? Ah, crap. Hang on, let's see if we can fix that. Maybe if we wrap this around like this, will that avoid the QC? Let's see what happens. So this needs to move, then that'll come in. Okay, I don't care about that. Put the azalea down. Does that need to... What's the minimum we need to remove for the azalea to be able to grow? That? What's the problem now? Really? Wait, so if I put that azalea there and do it again. Okay, yeah, so that odd, but okay. What if we did that? Huh. Yeah, so I'm trying to avoid this QC problem between these two pistons here. But I guess we could potentially try and power them with this book. Hang on. Let's try. What happens there? Okay, that's much better. Okay, so we've fixed the QC. Okay, so now if that gets there, and then we have the azalea, and bone meal it, bam. Okay, this is coming together, kind of. So the player could potentially like go prone right here or something, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I think that wouldn't work. So if we got thing there, and we'll turn this on, and let's see if the player can like stand here. I don't think this will work. Oh, it worked. Okay, that does work. So the player could potentially stand there. Okay. Dispenser. Sorry, I'm not too talkative. It's fine. I'm kind of in the zone. I'm not really engaging with you guys. And boop. Okay. Okay, we're about an hour and 20 minutes in. We might finish a little early today, too. Just so I can do a few other things I gotta do. So I think we could potentially power. Will this? Break it. Hang on. So, azalea. Yeah, that breaks it. Poop. What about right here? Whoop. Because technically, when the tree grows, if the leaves, I can put a no block there. Oh, poop. I think you guys will see what I mean in a second. If it works. Azalea. Okay, so that worked. But it didn't power the piston. Trying to think, how would you then detect that the tree grew? Actually, I don't even think that this would technically work. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So we got stone, we got stone. Oh, it worked. Why did that? Oh, I bet you it only works certain time. Like if leaves grow there, that's probably when it works. Yeah, it's only if leaves grow there. So we need to somehow detect when the azalea grows. And we need to find a spot for the player to stand, probably right here, because that would get placed, the azalea would get placed here, it would get pushed, and now then they wouldn't be able to see in. Probably here. Well, then it would be blocked like that. Oh man. And the player's kind of stuck. Ugh. Where the heck would the player stand? It's all completely blocked off. I don't know. We might need a double piston extender here. What am I doing? I'm like, oh, is there a double piston extender? So okay, so then if we bring all that in, boom. Yeah, I was actually gonna say, yeah, that can't be there. Might be able to get away with it on that side. No. Oh man, this player stands like here. Place to sit down. I mean, if we could reroute this redstone, maybe. See if we can reroute the redstone. Well, they can stand slightly off to the side, no? Well, the thing is they need to be able to place the next azalea, and with that setup, they wouldn't have been able to. So hang on a second. Let me turn this on. So if they stand here, place the azalea, and then these two blocks would essentially be moved here. There's nowhere for the player, because then once the next moss comes in, there's nowhere for the player to place that azalea. But if they did stand here and just click there, then they could. So I'm thinking we'll use a double piston extender to do this. So let me just reroute this redstone here. It's got to power these two pistons. But it doesn't. Oh, and oh no, it's got to power the dispenser first. I guess we could move this dispenser to here. Need to clear my inventory. Bone meal. Okay. So we got redstone there. So if we put a target block here, I hope that doesn't. That's probably going to QC the piston. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Why is it firing twice now? Oh, the dispenser's seeing it now. Man. What the heck? After, I hope you know that I'm working on this farm too with you. Oh, rooted dirt? Yeah. This is there's a lot of stuff you gotta get into. You gotta fit into here. So essentially, the player would stand like here or something, and just place the azaleas. I just gotta get this redstone right. Why is it getting bone mealed twice? What if we moved this up here? That doesn't seem to be working. Target block? But then that's not gonna work, so hang on. Well, detected once when you place the stone, then again when it turns to moss. Oh, I need delay, don't I? I think that's what it is. That was the problem. Because the second pulse won't will. The second pulse won't fire off if we have a delay. But then we're gonna have to do something like this. Whoa. My mouse is just doing something very weird. Alright, let's see what happens here now. Oh, no. This is what needs to happen. This needs to get activated. Then we need delay. Okay, that's doing it now. Okay, beautiful. Bringing the repeater down one block. Oh, not sure what you meant there, but I think we're good to go now. Okay, cool. Or a pulse extender. I think we're good. This should be good. So the player can stand here. That will get bone mealed. They can place the azalea down. It'll grow, so it grew. These would get broken. The next stone would come in. It'll get moss to place the azalea. There you go. Then the double piston extenders would activate. So the next challenge is activating the double piston extenders. No, you got it. Okay, good. Why is that connected? Why is it doing that? That shouldn't be doing that. That's odd. Okay. Alright, whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna need room to do these double piston extenders. That doesn't need to be there. And we're gonna have to detect it, so you, how are you gonna do this? You only want the double piston extenders to activate once it turns. What is going on with my it went out of my playlist again. Very odd. The bottom one doesn't need to be a double. What? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could just put slime blocks and stuff. Okay, got it, yeah. Oh, you're right. We just need a regular piston. But the bigger problem is, how do you detect... How do you detect it's not in the way, or just the piston is not in the way? Yeah, I got you. How do you detect when it turns to rooted dirt? Because there's all kinds of detection in place already. So the stone will come in, it'll get placed, the azalea will come in, and then when that happens, we need it to detect that happened. So but if we have any kind of blocks here, it won't grow. So, like, you gotta remove that block, otherwise it won't grow. So, you don't detect the rooted dirt, you detect the tree growing. Yeah, but how? Yeah, I mean, we can't have an observer there. I mean, I guess we could have one, like, well, that won't work either. Well, I mean, you could detect the dirt. Yeah, but you need to detect when the stone comes in so you can convert it to moss. Oh, you could do like an every other kind of thing. So like the first pulse converts it to moss, and then the second pulse fires off the pistons. Could do that. And just have like a clock. So you would have like sticky piston. Well, that's not gonna work. Sticky piston with an observer attached. So this might get a little ugly, but let's just make it work and then we'll make it pretty. Why not make it more of a pre-programmed cycle of moss bone meal pistons? Then you only need to detect the tree growing. Well, the thing is, let me try this. I think that this should work. So technically, keep it like that. Then this line will only activate when it's converted to rooted dirt. Hang on, I just needed to reset it. I don't know for sure, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see. Actually, no, there's technically 3 pulses. Or wait, no, that'll come in. Yeah, because that comes in as 1, it getting converted to moss is 2. So it comes in. Yeah, we can't do that. Well, unless we 0-ticked this. Well, hang on. Well, I definitely need to 0-tick that either way. Okay, so bam. Yeah. This is odd. So the stone coming in is 1, so that would pull it back. It converting to moss is 2, so that would push it out. Yeah. Can't be 2. I mean, we can try to make it every 3rd. How do you do that, though? Wait. Why not make it more of a pre-programmed cycle of moss, bone meal, pistons? Oh, yeah. Okay. No, wait, no. Oh. No, see, Drac, the problem is with that idea, when this happens, whatever's on top of this moss block also has to get broken. You see what I'm saying? Like, because if something grows there, it needs to be broken. So I don't know if I could do a pre-programmed cycle like that. So, well, what I'm saying is I don't think I could have a pre-programmed cycle because I need this. If it was pre-programmed, then this piston would constantly be firing off. So, problem is that's 2. Boom, boom. I might be able to try to figure something out. Hang on a second. My brain's working here. If we can somehow get this to only fire off on every 3rd, it will work. We also need to make sure that this stays stocked with bone meal, so we might have to figure something else out. I don't know. Could put a hopper there. Hoppers are removable, so we could do something like this. And just fill this with bone meal. Okay. No, turn them to moss and break the blocks. Then bone meal until the dirt is detected. Change in the moss, then do the pistons and restart. See, but how? I mean, what if we did something like this? Now, this is a super roundabout way of doing things. I mean, it's a fairly simple algorithm. Yeah. So on the first pulse, it'll push this observer into place. I don't know. We did not do that. So the first pulse will push this observer into place. The second pulse will pull that one out. And the third pulse will push it back. Hang on. Let me see if it works. So then Azalea. No. We need this to be observer. This needs to be 0 ticked. So let's try that. Now I'm just getting all kinds of wonky. Hang on. Does that need to be here? I think it's time to give my idea a try. This is getting very thrown together. If not, I'm going to try when I get time. This is what always happens. Like I sit here, I mess around with it, and then I walk away for a day, come back, and I know exactly what to do. So place that down. And then azalea. No. See, Drac, I know what you're saying. I just don't see how I can do that. So you're saying make it more of a pre-programmed cycle. Moss, bone meal, pistons. Like time it, maybe? I know what you're saying. Okay, I got it. This is how I did my netherwood farm. Okay. Okay, hang on. Give me a minute. We've got about 17 minutes left, 16 minutes or so. Okay. So this whole thing we need to have a clock, like, okay, no timing, just flip-flops and stuff. Now you're confusing me. How can you do this without timers then? Redstone jazz, yeah. Flip-flops and stuff. All right, poop. Okay, I see what you're saying. I do. Right, so first make a system that when you trigger it, it makes the moss. Okay, we have that. That's exactly what this is. So stone gets there, it makes the moss. Then the next thing that needs to happen is it needs to get bone mealed. I don't know how much bone meal it will take. And then once that's done, the pistons of fire. I think I can do this. I think I can do it with a clock though. Like you clock the bone meal, and then once the clock is done, the pistons will fire. Without the observer? How do you do that? You can move the observer to further along the stone input line. It doesn't have to be where it is. Just a button. Keep it simple for now. Yeah, okay, dude. My brain is fried. I think I need to stop. Just a button. I mean, I did start off like that, but now I'm trying to actually automate it. Okay, I'm pretty sure the clock idea will work, but I'm kind of at the point where I want to just cash it in right now. I think we can do it. I'll give it a go in Symmetry tomorrow if I get time. Do it in sections. Well, yeah, I was trying to, but then you got to kind of bring it all together. It's tough. Okay, I think we're gonna cash it in. Oh, look at that amazing skin. All right, guys, thank you for joining. That was a lot of fun. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on the way out if you haven't already, and hit the like button as well. All the videos do get uploaded to this channel after the fact, so likes do help other people to discover them. Look at that beautiful wizard tower in the background. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you guys again. And yeah, I want to make it work, so I'm going to try LOL. Okay. Thanks for the stream. Yep. Thank you for joining, Salad. Thank you so much. Later. Have a good evening. You guys are the best. See ya.